This is a video of me demonstrating the Buckeye Floor Care program packet to a potential customer. All right, Mr. Customer, thank you for allowing me to ask you a couple questions about your current floor care program. Now, the first thing I'd like to bring up to you is that our program is a little bit different than most others, where instead of trying to save money on bulk product, we actually try and save money on labor and maintenance. Now, currently, we find that most of the time, floor care maintenance is spent 90% on labor and only 10% on the actual product. And that's because when you think about it in a long-term picture, you may spend a lot of money up front buying chemical and stripper and wax, but realistically, you're spending a lot more money on having your guys, your floor tech crew, come out and clean the floors daily, and then do your top scrubs every 3 months, followed by your yearly strip out. And when you add all that up, having to spend all this money and time on your guys constantly maintaining the floor with your current program, you spend a lot more money there versus actually just on product alone. So by switching to our program, you'll find that we save our customers an average of 20 to 40% because we're extending their strip out cycles and their top scrub and recoat program all the way up until about 3 years between having to strip out the floor again. Now, we achieved this through our patented Renaissance Performance polymers. Now again, basically, we're the only people that are able to do this in our industry, where we can handcraft the polymers used in our floor finish to where we can achieve that crystal clear clarity and that unmatched durability that no one else really can. That's how we're able to make our floor care program last of up to 3 years if properly maintained. Now, our Clarion 25 floor finish, that's kind of our keystone product here. It is infused with something called Microban. Now, Microban is an antimicrobial agent that we infuse into our floor finish when it's first made. And essentially what it does is when you lay your floor finish out, the Microban will trap any bacteria on the floor and prevent it from reproducing and starve it. And within 24 hours, all the bacteria that was on the floor is now dead, and it prevents new bacterial growth. Now, this is beneficial to you because, as you know, as a owner of a school, kids getting sick is probably a pretty big concern for you, especially, around flu season. Now, infused with Microban, we're able to prevent a significant source of bacteria in your school by preventing your floors from having any bacterial growth. Now, to you, not only does this prevent kids from getting sick, it may also prevent teachers getting sick. And in doing so, you're not going to spend money hiring substitutes for those teachers. In the long run, essentially, not only are you keeping your school healthy, you're also saving money. Now, we have, for our floor care program, again, that Clarion 25 floor finish. We also have our Ripsoft floor stripper. Now, a couple of key parts to our Ripsoft floor stripper is that it has something called ADI technology. That stands for Automatic Dissolution Indicator. And essentially what that means is that when you mix the stripper and water together, it's going to tell you when it's ready. That way your guys aren't going to have to guess how much they're going to put in, or put in a rough amount. Maybe they use too much product, maybe they don't use enough and need to add more. Either way, it's wasting money. With ADI, that issue isn't really an issue anymore. It's going to save you money again. Now, they also have our patented liquescence technology. That is essentially where, when we put the stripper on the floor, it turns that floor wax from a solid into a liquid state. Now, that makes it a lot easier to strip the floor, because now when you're running your black pad across it, it's not going to get clogged with all sorts of floor wax. Instead, because it's a liquid, it'll come off a lot easier, a lot faster, and you're using less product. To you, that means you're saving time, you're saving money, and you're saving product. Again, all of these savings when you switch to our floor care maintenance program. Now, we also have a couple of floor cleaners, our E32 and our E33. Major difference between those two: one is fragrance free, one is not. In your case, you probably want to go with the fragrance free. But either way, great floor cleaners. They're not going to damage your finish. And again, it's going to help reducing your top scrubs and your strip out cycles for extended periods of time. Now, again, because of the way we make our floor finish with our Renaissance Performance polymers, we have that unmatched durability and that crystal clear clarity that you're not going to find with any other products on the market. Now, what we like to do is set up a full-scale demo where I and a couple of my team will come out. We'll find a section of your floor that's used quite often. We'll section it off. We'll top scrub we'll do a full strip cycle for you, and then we'll recoat the floor with about 7 coats of our floor wax. And then that way you'll be able to see the difference in what you're using and then our floor care maintenance program. Anyway, what I'd love to do now is find a time that we can set that up and we can show you how great our product is.